I am so glad to be here tonight. I said that I watched the video ahead of time, but I lied. Because I didn't want to know. I just wanted to take it in as you took it in, and I'm really moved by that. I come from a long line of very strong women. They include homemakers, some by choice, some by force, educators, athletes, nurses, mothers, aunts, sisters, and general bright lights. These women accomplished the things they did with so much more against them than I have ever known. None were performing artists, and none, to my knowledge, were able to claim princess as their title. To my knowledge. And in spite of not having walked the path that I've walked, there was never a moment in my journey where my calling as an artist was questioned, belittled, or discouraged. What a gift. I was never told I couldn't. What a blessing. And therefore, I always knew that I could. I could do whatever I put my mind to. Because of that, I never shied away from striving to reach the top of my field. Even now, I look to challenge myself and stretch myself further because there's always a higher peak to crest. In doing so, I am able to leave footprints for the next little girl or boy dreaming of surpassing the limits drawn for them by location, bigotry, birthright, or socioeconomic trappings. I stand here today, a woman from Bloomfield, Connecticut, showing you that you don't have to come from a big city or a showbiz family or private schooling in order to make it. You have to come from your truth and lead with your heart and be able to get up when you fall, whether there's a hand lifting you or not. I am so honored to be the face and voice of Princess Tiana and all that she stands for, not just to be cemented in the pages of Americana, but because of all the little faces she speaks to, and because just as my first grade teacher, Mrs. Lucy Nevers, casting me as Gretel, taught a quiet lesson, Tiana is teaching little brown girls around the world that they too are princesses, and teaching their friends to see them as such and recognize it as normality. Princess Tiana has made it so a brown baby doesn't feel the need to wrap a yellow towel around her head in order to feel comfortable and worthy of being the princess, of being honorable. And she's made the little Asian cutie I saw at Disneyland, the redhead following me at the parade, the girl in Spain who refused to dance in her recital unless her mom made her a Tiana dress to perform in, and the little blonde girl whose mommy sent me her picture this Halloween, all in their Tiana costumes, recognize themselves as her, not because their skin matches hers, but because their hearts do. So in a time when the babies see themselves in each other, but the adults can't seem to get it together, when we're being inundated with and suffocated by a repugnant and pervasive rape culture from the highest office on down, a time when it appears we are looking at the stripping down of progress, including but not limited to reproductive rights, children's rights, immigrants' rights, the right to equal pay, the ability of women on the floor to speak without interruption, the right to go to school, to go to kindergarten, to buy some Skittles, to call for help without being gunned down. As the highest office in our nation continues to push for the general nullification of the tenets this country was supposed to have been founded on, right now, we, the people, are working and have worked very hard to lift us to a place where we can actually hold the truths written in our Constitution to not just be self-evident, but actually factual. And it seems we are at an historic impasse unless there is drastic change. I am very proud to be receiving this honor, not just for a Hall of Fame, but the Connecticut Women's Hall of Fame. For I am a firm believer that the women hold the keys to our future. Whether we are birthing it from our bodies or tomorrow at the polls, we can make the future livable. Thank you.
There's a reason that American Ballet Theatre is now called and recognized officially as the nation's ballet company. And I think it's largely due to Lucia Chase. She brought ballet to America. She said, we need to be a touring company. We are going to take ballet all over the world. So she was a pioneer, but based on not doing things